This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, Rabbi Sai, Agen Erev Shabbos and Agen Chodesh. So I want to tell you something noigeya to Rosh Chodesh and Parshas Noach. This morning, during davening, my brain was actually on, and we say in the Musaf, we say, Rashi Chadashim L'Amcha Nasata Zman Kapara Chol Holdoisam. Say, Rashi Chadashim L'Amcha Nasata, Rosh Chodesh you gave to your people. And of course, we've mentioned in the past, the Chidah brings down, Rashi Chadashim L'Amcha is Rashi Tevois Rachel, meaning Abraham was Masakein Shachris, Yitzchak was Masakein Mincha, Yaakov was Masakein Mariv. So who was Masakein Musaf on Rosh Chodesh? Rachel Imenu, Rashi Chadashim L'Amcha Nasata, Rashi Tevois Rachel. Zman Kapara, a time of atonement, L'chol Toldoisam, for all of their Toldois. So what does it mean it's a time of atonement for all of their Toldois? It's a time of kapara for the children of Klal Yisrael? It should say Zman Kapara Lahem for Klal Yisrael. What's L'chol Toldoisam? So various Mefarshim, they suggest that, for example, in the Sefer Ion Tefillah, he brings an idea that the Chidush Halavana is connected to, and the Pegimas Halavana is connected to the welfare of children, like we say that when the moon is stricken, when there's an eclipse, it Chas Hashem could bring askara, which is a certain type of disease which is harmful to children. That's why on the fourth day of creation it says Yehi Ma'oros. Rashi says it's spelled without the aleph because it's a curse. And therefore on Rosh Chodesh, which we know Kabbalistically Rashi brings down in Parshas Pinchas that we bring a carbon chatas, we bring a chatas for Hashem, for minimizing the moon. Hashem says, so to speak, you're bringing a kapara for me, that I was Mamait the Levana, but it's connected to Toldois, meaning the children of Klal Yisrael. But again, that's a pretty, a little bit of a stretch in terms of, is that really the main purpose of Rosh Chodesh, to be mechaper for the children of Klal Yisrael and protect the children from impending disease? What is the simple meaning of the words Rashi Chadashim L'Amcha Nasata Zman Kapara L'chol Toldoisam? Who are these Toldois that we refer to? And I believe the simple interpretation of this tefillah is found in the first pasuk in this week's Parsha. Eile Toldois Noach. These are the children of Noach. Noach ish tzaddik. So Rashi is bothered by the obvious question. We say Eila Toldois Noach, these are the children of Noach. So who are the children? What do you mean Noach ish tzaddik? Then it says Vayoled Noach shlosh banim Hashem yishom es yafes. I mean, talk about somebody with short-term memory, right? Imagine these are the children of Noach. By the way, you know what I did last night? I mean, could you tell me what you're about to say? The Torah says Eila Toldois Noach, so say Vayoled Noach shlosh banim. So Rashi says two perushim. Either once we mention Noach, we have to say something nice about him, Zecher Tzaddik Levracha. When you mention a tzaddik, you have to compliment the tzaddik. Or Rashi says, the main toldois of tzaddikim are their masim tovim, their good deeds. So Eile toldois Noach. You know who the children of Noach are? Noach ish tzaddik, his masim tovim. Why are the main progeny of the tzaddik his masim tovim? Because one's biological children are, in a way, finite, temporary. You know, there's a limitation for what we could attribute to the father. Here you have a father who's mamish a shlamazel, and the kid is, the kid's on top of the world. So yeah, the father gets a lot of nachas, but how much of the child is the father really responsible for? To whatever level he's responsible. To that level, the father could take pride in the progeny. But a person's ma'asim tovim are really his toldois, are really his accomplishments, really what he produces. In fact, the Malbim has an incredible perush on this pasuk. Eile toldois Noach. There are three elements of a human being. There's the body, there's the nefesh, and there's the neshama. The body is what man shares in common with all of the animal kingdom. There's the soul, which is unique to man. And there's the nefesh, which is sort of the human personality that connects the soul to the body. Every component of a person has to produce. The body produces, the nefesh produces, the soul produces. The body produces biological progeny the same way an animal does. The nefesh, which is a human personality, also has progeny. The progeny of the nefesh are one's interactions with others, one's justice, righteousness, the way one interacts properly with other people and with the rest of society. And then there's the neshama. The neshama, the progeny of the neshama are the attitudes and the learning and the perception of Hashem in this world. The clarity of understanding, that's the progeny of the neshama. So the Torah says like this, Eile toldos Noach. These are the progeny of Noach. Now, Noach has three parts to him. His body, his nefesh, and his neshama. So first we're going to tell you the toldos of Noach's nefesh. Noach ish tzadik tamim haya b'dayroisav. In terms of his nefesh, the part that keeps his body and soul together, his progeny was his proper interactions with others, that he was a tzaddik, he was righteous in his interactions with others. In terms of his neshama, what's his progeny? As halakim hisalach Noach. Noach walked with God, meaning his soul produced in this world. His soul recognized Hashem in this world. Yeah? Everyone with me? We're going to make it 40 degrees in here. Or, what about Noach's body? Yeah! All three parts of him had progeny. So when we say that Rosh Chodesh is man kapara l'chol toldoisam, Rosh Chodesh is a kapara for all of one's toldos. It doesn't only mean one's children, it's a kapara for one's children. It means for our maisim. All of the maisim that we do during the course of the month. So we do averos, chas v'shalom, and we do mitzvahs, but we don't do them properly. So Rosh Chodesh is as man kapar l'chol toldoisam. Toldoisam refers to the Eila toldos Noach, the maisim of a person. We should be zoicha, that Rosh Chodesh should be mechaper for all of our toldos, and we should be zoicha to sing Uveshirei David hanishmoim be'irecha ha'amurim v'neim b'zachecha avas oilam tavi lahem ubris avos labanim tiskar.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.